So, hi everyone, Craig Hanson here. Got an interesting one for you. I hope you're well, everyone. We're looking here at the averages of movement, right? So when you get a whole bunch of great ball strikers and you crunch all the numbers and you make a model, and this is what comes out on the other side. Now, this is actually very, very interesting. We haven't used someone like Dustin Johnson where you look at the swing and he's just unbelievable, isn't he? You just shake your head. How can he get his body into positions like that? We haven't used someone like that. But we've used normal great ball strikers, and we've built a model, and then you can get in there and say, okay, well, what are the averages of movement? Now, it makes sense, right? I mean, seriously, I'll ask you a question. Do you feel like you're hitting it as good as you can? All right? Do you feel like you're striking the ball really, really well? And another question, do you feel like you know swing technique? Do you know what's going on? Most people that I meet, that I teach, they say they know swing technique, and then when we get down and get into it, they're like, oh, right, I didn't know that. Right. So let's get in there and have a look. When we're looking at the numbers, right, because it makes sense, right? It's 54 degrees. And we're looking at about mid-iron here, And when we look at some of the numbers, 56, you can get in there and get very close. Now, the major components that when you're looking at are very important. Now, you're going to see players, obviously, you've got millions of people struggling coming in steep, but you also get players that struggle to come in a little bit underneath plane. But millions coming in steep. And on world-class golf instruction, the deep to shallow, the easier way to swing, the swing style that we've shown people. And now the feedback has been absolutely remarkable on that. It's been an absolute pleasure to help so many people with deep to shallow. So we see 60 degrees here, the shaft plane. It doesn't have to be in that position. But one of the areas you're going to see, 44 degrees of the shoulder plane, this is the engine room here. Right? So when you're having a look at your shoulder plane, probably around 43, 42 there. All right, so very, very close. Now that average there is where people are just miles away. All right, so you're getting in there and you're saying, all right, how do I get my pivot into these positions? So when I get to the top of the swing, have a look at this. All right, so many players are in very, very similar positions here. This is what people say, it doesn't matter how you swing back. Of course it does. Because when you get this pivot right, when you get your shoulders right, the chain reaction unwinds itself in a very similar position when you've got your wrist alignments correct. So you've got to get your hands and your wrists and your shoulders. You get yourself in a position, regardless of how you're built, it's extremely difficult to hit a poor shot from that position there. You can, but it's difficult. Rather than a position at the top where it's impossible. I mean, Stevie Wonder could hit it from there, So, I mean, nothing against Stevie. I love his music. I'm just making a point. From there, it's much easier to, and you've got to get in there. And there's no magic wand. There's no magic pill, right? So, because what we're all after this. Regardless of, we're all after this position. If you've watched some of my other videos, and people are starting to click on, and people are joining world-class golf, and they're playing better golf, and it's great because they're starting to work on facts and evidence-based material rather than just jumping on that and jumping on this. I mean, it's 2021. We know technique, right? We've biomechanics. We know how to hit golf balls. We have to bring the club in a certain way, in a certain position, hit the ball in a certain spot, so that the ball takes off with the right compression and the right curvature. And that's just a fact. And you can see all this on your mobile phone. All right. So on World Class Golf Instruction, we're teaching you how to film your swings with V1. All right. That's the best app. It's cheapest. It's free, actually. You can get on, use V1 app. We show you how to set it up and use it. And, you can get in there and say, all right, where am I? Am I in the same positions? Am I in similar positions? Even when you're looking here at, this proven position, let's have a look at Fleetwood when he gets to the top of the swing here. One of the world's best iron players. All right, we'll get up to the top of the swing. Extremely close. In fact, if it goes a little bit further, it's almost identical. So work with facts. That's, you get it in that position there. You're going to get these shoulder 37 degrees. And we're going to get this shoulder plane here from Fleetwood. We'll get it down there, 43 degrees. So, yeah, these averages, these positions, these tour proven positions, the closer you get, the better you hit. And bring it down into that. Now, how good is that position there? Look at that, guys. This is what we're after. This is gold here. All right, and you're bringing that club head in. It's not getting in front of the hands. It's coming in level or slightly behind the hands. And then, of course, moving through the ball. Fleetwood's a little bit steeper with his Shoulders there more into the mid-60s, but look at that club face position there. That shoulder up over the head, that side bend and neck tilt as they move through the golf ball. Very interesting having a look at some of these numbers from, you know, the belt buckle and the shoulder into here.
World-class golf instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied in helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction.
Now when we have a look at the other side here, and we're looking at the position at the top of the swing, depending on the amount of lateral movement that you have, you are going to see still extremely similar positions here when you get to the top. And this position that we've been showing a lot of people, the closer you get to this to a proven position here, it's a very interesting one as we come down and we see, you know, where we're positioned with the leg and the body. And this is really the swing geometry, and this is how we create that, you know, that compression on the golf ball and up and into a finished position. So guys, make sure you're working, hopefully you're working on the right things. When you're looking at building a swing or working on your swing, it's important to get your hands on the right information. And it's also important to realize that when you're hitting a golf ball on the golf course, you know, you can only really feel one thing or work on one thing at a time so that the thoughts don't become disruptive. Guys, for online lessons, I'm helping people from all over the world, and it's really been a pleasure to drop handicaps, improve golfers, hear the success stories. So check out, if you're after online lessons, CraigHansonGolf.com. That way you can just film your swings and show you how to film the swings there on the platform and your mobile phone. Send them through very easily, and yeah, we'll get you on a tailored practice program, get you some drills, and get you, you know, finding your point of failure and fixing you up. And if you're after, you know, a great platform, 900 videos and growing, worldclassgolf.com, and if you join there for 12 months, it's half price off an online lesson, and there's just a plethora, an abundance of just fantastic information that's helping everybody. We've put that together so all the videos are in one place so that people can get their hands, answer those unanswered questions, and get on the track to playing better golf. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, we'll see you next time.